Systemic inequalities are the situations when societies produce unequal outcomes for different groups of society because individual beliefs push societies into imposing certain roles.
I think systemic inequality is the way our society works to create problems of prejudice, racism, subtle ways, or in sometimes legal ways.
A cultural group or a sexual orientation or creed or even economic. It's the processes just don't cover everybody. There's always one group that doesn't seem to be getting the help that they need. I think systemic inequality occurs because I think as a country, unfortunately, and as a society, we're very reactive instead of proactive.
I've seen systemic inequality in terms of social classes and access to education, a family's income level.
I think there's a long history of what we call xenophobia, fear of strangers, fear of people who are different. And I think that it's about power and who's in power and wants to maintain their power. And I think that ignorance also creates problems because people don't know other people well enough. The tragedy in many ways is when they dehumanize other people.
Well, I've seen a lot. Slavery in the US has been a systemic inequality. The Holocaust was a systemic inequality.
There was a case law, and it was called Connors versus Carters, where a family asserted that because they didn't have the money, they were not being provided what we call a free appropriate public education. And there's federal legislation that says every child is entitled to a free appropriate public education.
That's the most important question. How do we deal with this?
You have to raise awareness in society. You have to make people aware of the inequalities that need to be fought. You need advocacy groups to spread the word.
Just spreading awareness of the need for services.
And yeah, they pass policy, but is the policy really solving anything? I think the true solution is people need to start listening.
It all starts one-on-one when you meet someone who's different than you and you get in their shoes, you hear their story, they hear your story. We teach about empathy. We begin to break down barriers. Why is that person scared to walk out on the street at night? Why is that person scared to walk down a certain neighborhood or to apply for a certain job?
They're looking at everybody as a number as opposed to a person with feelings, a person with blood running through their veins. They're just looking at them as a statistic or a number. And it's a very big problem I think we have in this country.